You may be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Percival Hansen versus Hansen.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone. Miss Percival, you say for the past 31 years your father has never been willing to accept you as his biological daughter.
Correct, Your Honor.
Now, Mr. Hansen, you claim you did not sleep with Miss Percival's mother at the time she was conceived, and there is no way she is your daughter.
That's right, Your Honor. She's not my daughter.
Additionally, there is yet another young woman waiting outside of the courtroom claiming Mr. Hansen is her father. She will be joining us shortly, accompanied by her mother. So, Miss Percival,
Yes,
please share with the court why you feel Mr. Hansen has rejected you.
I feel that he's rejected me since, well, my whole life I've grown up not knowing who my father was, knowing that my sister, who was also through my mother, who is Michael's daughter, he accepted her when she was a baby, but denied me the whole entire time. So I grew up my whole entire life not knowing who my father was because he refused to take a DNA test.
Mr. Hansen, what I'm trying to understand is you have one child
Yes.
with her mother. Why is it you deny her?
I was married with another woman at the time. There's no way. Me and the other woman that I was in a relationship with was having a baby. And I don't cheat. When I'm with somebody, I stay with somebody. I just got out of a 20-year marriage. I was with the woman 20 years, never cheated on her.
You're in a marriage,
Yes,
and you say you never cheated on your wife.
that's right.
And your wife gave birth within a month of the time that Miss Percival was born.
I was with the other woman at the time she was conceived. So there's no way she could be my daughter. I am not her father, Your Honor.
And you seem pretty confident about that.
I guarantee it.
So, Miss Percival,
Yes, Your Honor.
when were you told that he was your father?
When I was 6 years old.
At 6 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
And from that point on, you had in your mind, this is your father. But he's never established a real relationship with you.
No, I barely met him personally 2 months ago at Teresa's house.
My other daughter, which that's a 50-50 chance too. That's a different story.
So, we're going to get to that story in a moment.
That's
Right.
proven right there that you were a cheater.
I don't have a baby. She's the one that had the baby. She's the
But
one that
you were
cheated
still
on
a
me.
cheater because you were with both women at the same time.
No, I wasn't.
All right. Ma'am, please step up to the podium. I'd like to hear from you. State your name for the court.
Charlene Viapondo.
Okay, Ms. Viapondo, why is it that Mr. Hansen doubts so strongly that he's the father?
I'm not sure why he doubts it because of the simple fact I was with him and I told him, we kept going back and forth. We were seeing each other back and forth. And then I had met somebody too and I was sleeping with him. And then he was going back and forth to Tracy
And then, Your
and
Honor,
me.
the day that I met him, what he told me was, there is no way I can be your father. When I asked him for the DNA test, he said, because your mother was a whore and sleeping with somebody else in the back seat of a car in Chesterfield.
No, this is
That
how
is what you said.
This is how it is.
That is what you said.
Let me ask you, were you intimate with Mr. Hansen while he was with his wife?
Yes, if they were married at that time, yes, because we were seeing each other off and on and then he
No.
went back to Tracy.
No.
His contention
That's wrong.
is that he was married and he never cheated.
I'll take a lie detector test. I would never cheat on Tracy, ever.
And
I was
given the
never with
fact
her
that
after
your
we split up.
daughters are 1 month apart, it's your contention that he in fact was going
Yes.
back and forth.
Correct,
Yes,
Your Honor.
and he
No.
is the father.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I was never with her after
Miss-
we split up, after our first daughter was born.
Miss
After-
Percival, let me ask you, did you know Mr. Hansen growing up?
No, ma'am. He wasn't even in my sister Jessica's life. He took off.
No, I didn't take off.
Oh,
I
yes,
was
you did.
refused to see my daughter.
you refused
But I never
yourself.
I didn't even know she was even around until she was like 12 or 13 years old. I didn't even know she existed.
Oh, yeah.
You're a
Yeah,
liar.
that was
Okay,
that's
get
through
it.
my other
No,
brother that I
no,
even knew
no,
that she was
no.
around. Yeah, I don't want to hear
No.
that.
Hold on. You're saying, Mr. Hansen, that you never even knew Miss Percival was born until she was 13 or
Exactly.
14 years old?
Exactly.
And were you clear with him when you were pregnant, this is your child?
Yes, I did tell him, and he told me no, I wasn't. That he
She
wasn't.
don't even look like me. Come on, look.
I look like Jessica and I look like Teresa. And Jessica for sure is your kid?
Yeah, Jessica's
Okay,
mine.
and
Yeah, I know
we
she's
look
mine.
identical.
No, you guys don't.
Oh, yes,
No,
we
you
do.
don't.
Did you ever ask him for a DNA test?
No, because I never seen him around.
I asked him the first
He was
day that I
gone.
saw him.
Oh, come on. Charlene, quit lying.
I'm
Damn
lying.
drama queen. We were separated. That was the end of it. That was the
So you're
end
saying
of it.
after she gave birth to Jessica, the daughter you say is yours?
Correct.
You never slept together
I
again?
wasn't even around her. I don't even know where she's getting this.
When you first met Miss Percival and you were told this was your daughter, you first laid eyes on her, what did you think? Did you think she looked like you?
Nope. I know she wasn't mine. I know. She looks more like a guy that she took a ride in a van with.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hansen, I think I need to meet your ex-wife.
Yes,
And the
indeed.
daughter she had,
Okay.
who's within 1 month of Miss Percival.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, Mr. Hansen, come sit up here next to me. And Jerome, could you please escort Miss Hansen and Ms. Merchant into the courtroom?
Hello, ladies. Come on.
Really? Are you serious?
Hold on 1 second. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell.
Hello, ladies. Come on. We're gonna have you go to the podium on the left here.
Really? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm
I
serious.
can't wait for the child support.
Huh?
Hold on 1 second before you say what you have to say. State your name for the court.
Tracy, Merchant.
You're Ms. Merchant, and your name?
I'm Tracy Hansen.
All right. So, Ms. Merchant, you were married to Mr. Hansen.
Yes.
At the time that Miss Percival was conceived,
Yes, I knew that she was born. I knew she was his when she was born.
you did.
Yes, I
No,
did.
that's a
yes,
lie.
I did.
I was with you. How could I be with
And
you?
her.
No, I was not.
Yeah, you
No,
were.
I wasn't.
So,
No way.
Ms. Villalpando just stated that she knew you existed
Yes.
and knew he was running back and forth to you, and now you're stating to this court that you knew she existed and
Yes.
that he was running back and forth.
Yeah, that's how these girls are 28 days apart.
No, no, that's a lie.
So you
That's a
knew he
lie.
was cheating on you.
I never
yeah.
once cheated on her. Never.
Oh,
No, you cheated
gonna
on
throw
me.
So, Mr. Hansen,
Yes, Your Honor.
you're also denying that Miss Hansen is your daughter.
50-50 chance.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
no.
My wife
He-
cheated on me while we were married with
Your
my
Honor.
older brother.
Hold on, let's get some order. Let's get some order.
And I didn't even find this out until 5 years after we were divorced, that rumors were going around that she'd slept with my brother. I confronted my brother and he told me, yes, he did.
your brother's a liar just like you are.
Your Honor, growing up with him, well, he was in and out of my life, but the times that I was around him, it was your mom's a whore, you're a whore, and
I didn't call you a
yes,
whore.
you did, numerous times.
No, I didn't.
You're gonna be like your mom. What kind of man does that? to
I
their own
didn't do
child?
that. No, I didn't call her no whore.
Yeah.
Her mother's one thing. No,
I lived
she's
with
not.
him for three.
Mother a whore.
He's never denied any of my brothers. Ever. He's always taken care of them. And I just always felt like I was never worth having a father. And I should have never felt like that.
No, you should never have felt like that.
I've treated her so good.
Why is this young
I
woman
am
standing in
close
this
to
courtroom
her.
so upset then?
I'm close to her right now. I go over there all the time to her house.
The
I'm
past year
close
and
to
a
my
half,
grandkids.
he
31.
Yeah, I know.
31.
How long did it take to find
Not
you?
3
You were
months.
married 5 times.
So?
Where were you moving? All over the state.
No.
Everywhere else. I didn't know where you were.
Miss Hansen, when you grew up, you knew this was your father, and he never said he denied you were his child. You just felt like he didn't treat you.
No, he did tell me that he thought that my uncle or somebody in the family was my biological father.
When
And
did he tell you this?
Could be,
Um,
I said.
probably around 11.
When
10
you
or
were
11.
11? So you grew up not knowing if your father, the person you thought was your father, or your uncle
Yeah,
was your biological father.
yeah.
So you grew up not knowing if your father, the person you thought was your father, or your uncle
Yeah.
was your biological father.
I was brought up with him telling me bad stuff about my mom, and I never thought that was fair. But my mom would never say anything bad about my dad.
She just never really said anything except for that he was my father.
And I apologize for saying the bad things about you. That was wrong of me. I never should have done it around the children.
You still do it.
No, I
You
don't.
still tell her I'm a
I
whore.
don't.
You
The only
still
thing we're
talk
dealing
about
with
her.
is what we're dealing with now.
That's not fair for me.
Because as you stand here today, right in this moment, you truly don't know who your father is.
No matter
I hear
what, Your
one thing
Honor.
and I hear another. So, I mean, they're both, as far as I'm concerned, he's my father, so it's both of my parents. I feel stuck right now because I don't know.
But no matter what.
I need answers.
No matter what, she's going to be
I
my
need
daughter, no
answers.
matter the outcome. No matter the outcome. If she's my daughter, I'll take full responsibility. But I have a real big doubt. And I don't mean to make you feel bad in anything, in any way. I'm not that kind of person. I would put you in my life. We'll
If you're
have.
not that kind of person and didn't want to make me feel bad, why would you say what you did?
I told you,
when I
because there's
first
no
asked
way.
you?
I know for a fact you're not
But
mine.
why would you say that to somebody?
Because I know for a fact you're not my daughter.
Your Honor,
Your Honor, I have evidence of our birth.
Oh, hold on. I'd like to see that.
Yes,
Jerome,
ma'am.
please hand me that evidence, please.
There you go, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I know for a fact you're not my daughter.
You submitted a calendar. In this calendar, you've outlined the dates that Mr. Hansen and your mom were together, were intimate,
yes, ma'am.
and you were born on May 14th. So outlined in pink are the dates he would have been with your mom.
Correct.
And you were born May 14th. 1 month later, in June, Teresa Hansen was born.
Correct.
Therefore, 1 month later, Mr. Hansen was still with his wife at the time, Ms. Merchant.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And so, Mr. Hansen, as you look at this calendar,
I'm looking, but that's incorrect. I was with Tracy at the time. I was never with Miss Percival at that time. I was with Tracy.
but you do admit that you had a sexual relationship with Ms. Villapando.
Yeah, a couple years before that, because there's no way I was with Tracy at the time.
Your Honor, I'm 31 years old. I have 7 kids. I've been having kids half my life. My oldest is 15. My youngest is 7 months. I went to older guys looking for the void
Your Honor, I
that my
also did the
mother
same.
never gave me.
So not having a father in your life, it affected you tremendously.
Tremendous.
It affected the choices you made in relationships.
Yeah.
But it
I
wasn't
did
truly all my
drugs to cover up
fault.
the pain, to fill the holes that I had in my life.
It wasn't all my fault.
No, it's not. But these are the way that I've had to deal with the things in my life.
I know
And to
that.
cover up the pain and hurt and that you not being there has affected me more than you know.
I know that.
I covered
understand
up,
that.
but
Your Honor, I resent him the same way because I went through the same thing and I tried to fill the voids in my life the same way, going to older men because I did not have a father in my life also. I also have a 16-year-old. I had my son when I was 16 years old. He's almost 16 now. And I have a 4-year-old daughter. So I went through the same resentment. I have resentment so much towards him for not having a father figure in my life and him denying me for 31 years. It was the worst growing up like that.
See,
It was
they're
the
saying
worst.
I'm denying him.
You are denying them.
I'm
You
not
are.
denying him if
That's
I
the-
can't find him.
That no.
that's wrong.
Mr. Hansen, don't sit up here on this witness stand and start backtracking because when you stood over there, you said, "I do not believe Miss Percival is my daughter, and I
Yeah.
know it for sure." And
Yeah.
then you looked at Miss Hansen and said, "There's a 50-50 chance that she's my daughter, and I have doubts. It could be my brother." That's what you told this court.
Correct.
You've got to own this moment.
I am. I'm owning it with Teresa. I feel she's more mine. I got more of a
And,
connection
you know-
with her than I do with her. Let's just get the test out and we'll prove it.
Well, I think it is time
Yeah,
to
I do
hear the
too.
That's
results.
gonna show it.
Jerome,
There you go, Your Honor.
thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. As it relates to Ms. Hansen, and whether you, Mr. Hansen, or your brother is her father.
This is the one I'm worried about.
When it comes to the paternity of Ms. Hansen, Mr. Hansen, you are her father.
Yeah.
I love you too. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're most certainly welcome. You seem relieved, Mr. Hansen.
Yes, that's the only one I was worried about. I apologize. I don't mean to be inconsiderate or ruthless, but I know the other one's not my daughter. I'm sorry.
Let's go to the final result. Mr. Hansen.
Yes.
When it comes to the paternity of Ms. Percival, Mr. Hansen,
Yes.
you are her father.
There's no way. Hey, baby, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know.
I'm sorry. It didn't seem like it added up. It's just like, it just didn't add up, Your Honor.
You know what's gonna
And
add up?
I'm sorry.
Back to court.
That's fine. That's fine with me. I love you both. I'm sorry. I really am.
Mr. Hansen,
Yes, Your
is there
Honor.
anything you
I
want to say to your
apologize.
beautiful
I'm
little
sorry.
girls?
Really,
Grown
I'm
girls.
sorry. I'll be in your life from here to the rest of my life. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. I'll be in her life.
With that said, court is adjourned. Take care, everyone.
It's fine now. We're gonna be a family from here on out, and when we get back, we're gonna party.
Judge Blake was fair and honest, and she knew what the truth was.